Recently, I played Dead Cells for the first time and tried to beat it on my very first attempt. Naturally, that went flawlessly, but it did leave me wondering. If I was a normal, imperfect man, how many attempts would it take for me to beat Dead Cells? 10? 20? 50? Well, only one way to find out. I didn't look anything up about the game, but I did get quite a few tips from you guys in the comments, and immediately put one of those to use by climbing up this wall for a secret blueprint and achievement. Hey there, what's going on here? Hey, immediate achievement, I got a quick bow. By the way, I wasn't going for them in this video, but I'll be getting a lot of achievements. I moved forward and reunited with my favorite greatsword wielding lady, and she pointed out the wall of floating jars above us. Apparently, this is where all of my unlocked weapons and items will be gathered. I also noticed the gremlin under the floorboards who offers you aspects, modifiers to make the game a little easier. I opted against it since making the game easier isn't what I want to do here, and they also block you from unlocking things that I don't even understand yet. Last stop before the run, I promise, but I took one more detour to the tailor and became the man behind the slaughter. Okay, just changing to a different outfit. A reverse burglar's outfit. Oh, I love that. Picking my loadout this time, I went for the shield over the bow because you guys let me know that learning this game's parry is incredibly useful. So I'll make sure to adapt to it quickly and not completely forget to use it. Launches 2 traps that root enemies, increasing damage they take by 34 DPS for 5 seconds. Oh, you have to pick it back up, or I just got another one? Okay, I just got it twice in a row. Sure thing. That's interesting. I got a blueprint for a shield that freezes enemies on parries and came up to my first scroll of power. This was, in my opinion, the biggest blunder of my first run. I was applying these upgrades pretty evenly across the colors, but it is absolutely the play to focus on one color as much as possible. And spoiler, that color for me is always red. There was a jar with a glitchy bug that dropped 2 blueprints. I got the infantry grenade filling out my inventory and came across one more scroll. Wait, 2 different exits? Okay, there are things about this game I don't yet understand. Oh, Jesus, understand. What happened to me? 1,000 gold for, oh, my blood blade again, right? This might have been a bad call, actually. Whatever. Another thing I'll be focusing on more and more are the bonus stores you can unlock by killing a number of enemies without getting hit and clearing the level in a certain amount of time. I wasn't able to get them this time, but apparently whatever's behind them can turn the tide of a run. I almost got another health flask charge, took the combo mutation, and set off for the promenade. Keeping up with finding secrets, I got the assassin dagger blueprint and continued through the inhospitable area. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Jesus, perfectly timed to get hit every time. One more blueprint as I keep getting my shit pushed in by these weebs. God damn it. And I saw an actually good sword in the shop that I can't afford because I bought the door for the stupid blood sword. But alas, we bought. I started to get back into the groove of dodging and was yet again reminded of this stupid ass rose that I can't get to. It's one of the many things in this game that's haunted my dreams. The game finally gave me a scroll that didn't have red as an option, and I know it was itching to do that, so I obviously went with green. Oh, fuck. I'd really rather not, if I'm being honest with you. Okay. And after this long detour, I was greeted with another one of the electric rocks. Bro, okay, those things must be good in some capacity, because that just felt like a waste of my time. Oh, hello. I didn't mean to do that at all. I want to know what's behind one of those hitless doors, but it looks like that's not in the cards right now. Damn! Am I crazy or was that like awesome? I feel like I did really well on a difficult situation. I'm gonna go down again. It feels like going down is the side route. Oh, I need to try my other shit. I keep forgetting. Specifically that grenade thing, because I don't... Why would you waste my time like this? Waste of my fucking Sunday. Slows down after thaw spreads to near... So this will replace that thing, which I have never used once. Oh, I can pick what it replaces. Let's do that. I feel like the trap, I'm not using any of it, so maybe it is good, but I feel like the trap in particular is like really situational. I don't know exactly how to use it, and I don't have anything that gives me bonus damage to rooted enemies like that hammer I got last time. After picking up the health flask upgrade, I unlocked the quick bow and fire grenade. And when you unlock a new weapon, you'll get a colorless version of it. Colorless versions will adopt the color of whatever you've invested the most in, so the quick bow that would usually be purple is now red. Oh, there you go. Crits reduce skill cooldowns. That's a good pairing with what I just picked up. Maybe it's stupid overall, but. A little ways into the ramparts, I opened a chest with the electric whip, and despite all evidence suggesting otherwise, decided to pick it up. Oh, I can electrocute water? Oh, that's kind of hype. Okay. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle of making a really good build and just ruining everything. Hello? What the hell is that? Rare blueprint. Double crossbow-matic. All right. I've put myself in a bit of a predicament here because brutality is what I'm leveling, but now my main thing doesn't benefit from that. Yeah, I should have just kept the sword. I found a shop where I bought an upgrade for my ice grenade and put another point into red despite my current weapon. I could also still just go back and get the sword. It's not too late. It's right there. I think I'm gonna go back and get the sword. Luckily, saner heads did prevail and I went back for the blood sword, just in time for another point in brutality. You're such a bitch, dude. I was so sure. Oh my god, that was frustrating. It's fine. What? It's so surprising every time how much health they have, and I just keep fucking it up. Okay, gotta remember to do that. I have area of effect things. 2 that are pretty good, as far as I can tell, as well, so. I got stuck on the shield guy, that's so frustrating. Things were not going great with this basic bitch blood sword, so I went with the Killer Instinct mutation to help get my skills ready faster, since they're actually pretty good now that I've started to use them. Unfortunately, the mutation won't help me for my next fight, and where my last run ended in heartbreaking defeat, the Concierge. Let's fucking roll, dude. Okay, that was good, I like that. What is happening? Okay, you cannot roll through him when he does that. I gotta remember that. The underhand is different. Ah, my god, the underhand is different. Oh, Jesus. Jesus! Okay. Bro, relax! Okay, I got it off. That's all that matters. Okay. That is like some kind of thorn shield. I need to make sure not to be there. Ew! We got him, boys. Pack it in. The Concierge was finally bested, and I could get my first taste of what was on the other side of him. The thing about Stilt Village, other than this achievement, is that it's stinky, grimy, and contains perhaps the worst enemy in the game. Let me go in here, please. Oh my god. What the fuck? There are tankier enemies, faster enemies, harder hitting enemies, but none of them are as much of an antithesis to me as this pirate fuck. Well, that's frustrating. Well, that's really frustrating, I must say. Would you fuck off? Oh my god, I'm getting rolled here. This got way harder. I picked up the key with little health and no healing and stepped outside to another pirate. Fortunately, my luck started to turn since I didn't even know how to get up there, and I finally found a good replacement for this rinky-dink blood sword, and with absolutely no downsides. I feel like this is gonna be the thing that kills me, but having a healing source feels like a good idea. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Despite the risk, it was working out for me, and I was slowly climbing back up to full health. I tried to roll, like I pressed roll, I just did it slightly too late. That sucks. Yeah, so I guess the game calculated the worst thing to throw at me, and that was an elite pirate. But that's okay. This is a roguelike, baby. Death is just part of the experience. I ran through the prisoner's quarters, picking up an ice grenade and sinew slicer along the way, before coming across an oddly comforting bench. Is that a Hollow Knight reference? Oh, it sure is. The fucking Pure Nail. Yeah, that's a Hollow Knight reference. No confusion there. This one's cool because it's literally just Hollow Knight. You can attack upward, move around while attacking, and if you jump attack downward, you'll pogo off enemies. I got another shield that I'll never use, and came across a grisly scene. No! She's dead? Come on, I like that girl. Man. In order to get my mind off her, I paid money for a shield I'll never use and moved on. Where did I get the money? Not relevant. I didn't realize that they were gonna kill off my favorite character, and it was also going to be worth money to me. I can't believe that. actually upset. She better come back to life. With the help of the Pure Nail, I was finally able to open up one of the bonus rooms, and they are very useful, giving you extra cells in your choice of 3 high-level items. I went with the Blood Sword since it totally outclasses my Pure Nail, and picked up a colorless crossbow-matic after unlocking it, which ended up being very helpful. And now, a new gremlin has joined the ranks. He's a blacksmith who can upgrade any item once and re-roll its effects as many times as you need, as long as you have the money. The game has yet another thing to show me with the cursed chest. You there, hit me. Don't say that. The odds of me hitting you have gone down. It gives you a scroll, money, and a better item than usual, but you're also stuck with Ramsey's curse. Now, you will die in 1 hit from any damage source, but you can get rid of it if you kill 10 enemies. It's certainly a risk, but almost always worth it. I'm actually getting better at the game too, so I was able to clear it. There was an elite enemy that made it a sweat though. That scared the hell out of me. I was so sure I was gonna die there. And he dropped an amulet that makes me invisible after 5 seconds of not attacking, which made the very last kill a bit of a joke. I yet again unlocked a bonus door, and after a lot of consideration, swapped my ice grenade for the shiny new fire grenade. This amulet would have given me a brutality charge, but I didn't feel like that justified losing the invisibility. With some better gear under my belt, I was starting to look a little competent. With my invisibility, I had the initiative on every new fight, and quickly getting the first kill meant freezing all of the other nearby enemies. It was probably the first time I wasn't tempted to pick up every single weapon that dropped. Unfortunately, I did drop my kill streak while I was distracted by a new blueprint, but I'm confident there's still enough enemies to get the job done. Let's get another fucking scroll? Bro. Uh-oh. Well, these things happen. Okay, maybe not with that performance, but my spirits are still up. And slowly but surely, I am using my items more. Damn. Oh, these are my guys. These are my little ghouls, my gremlins. Forgot about this. So I'll be real. I saw a video of someone who, my understanding of it was they went all the way to the right of the ramparts and there was a wall, or not a wall, a walkway. I guess I'm missing something about that, because I fell. I upgraded the fire grenade, which didn't do me any favors with the new effect, but at least it does more damage. I'm taking this one again. As someone in the comments mentioned that I shouldn't do that because it's not a good idea to condition yourself to getting hit, which fair enough, but when I do get hit, I do like the idea of killing the thing that hit me faster, so I'm taking it. The concierge is becoming a bit of a joke now, but he does still get a few hits in every time, so that hitless achievement is still out of reach. Yo, he kinda got his ass kicked there. I didn't have to attack him at all. I shouldn't have moved in. I re-rolled the fire grenade, so now it shoots out a volley of arrows, and decided against Stilt Village this time for whatever's up top. Okay, let's change it up. I'll have to get used to Stilt Village at some point, but I got my ass kicked there, so let's go to the Fractured. Okay, let's go to Stilt Village. That's just what I was thinking. Things went much better this time. The pirate fucker still hit me, of course, but that's just life at this point. I pressed roll. I don't know what you want from me. I have got to learn that guy. He fucks me up, man. I know what he does, too. Like, it's not a mystery what his 2 attacks are. Earlier, I killed an elite enemy, and he happened to drop this bad boy. A dagger that poisons enemies and has crazy high crit damage as long as you hit them in the back. And in a move that truly baffles me as I write this part of the script, I passed it up for my blood sword. Apparently, I was very impressed with the freeze effect I had. I mean, at least swap it for the shield. It's not like you're putting it to good use. Okay, what was going on over here? Why did someone explode? Oh, God. Okay, understood. Oh, there's a chest. I almost missed that. Oh, this could actually be better. It isn't, but it could have been. I would like a kid. Why does a little grub have the ability to teleport? Doesn't make sense. Other than the Assassin's Dagger fiasco, nothing too crazy happened, and I cleared Stilt Village for the very first time and moved on to the Clock Tower. A very vertical map with quite a few new enemies. It's also where the poor damage of my sword was starting to show, since it was taking 3 or 4 hits to kill normal enemies. No, let's not pussy out, let's kill everybody. Okay, let's pussy out for a second. All right. Unfortunately, due to an elite enemy and some weird clock ninja guy, what the fuck? I was starting to take some pretty heavy damage. And I guess all those hits I took were to the head. I feel like shoots a volley of arrows is interesting. Let's do it. Did you catch that? I bought a fire grenade because I was interested in the effect of the fire grenade I already had. Wonderful stuff. It's hard to talk about how objectively difficult these guys are since I do no damage, but these other clock ninja guys could really stack up their damage if I wasn't careful. Accidentally pressed. Oh no, it's the guy. I want it on record that I did try and dodge that. Maybe I should have tried to parry it. Jesus Christ. Boys, this is not going well. I feel like every time I go into a new area, it's not going well. I picked up the Clockmaster's key that's needed to progress and got hit hard one last time before using the last of my health. I also finally decided to let go of the invisibility amulet in favor of an amulet that gave more damage reduction and a brutality stack. And then within 30 seconds of doing this, found 2 more scrolls of power. There was yet another weapon that I decided to forego before once again finding a scroll. Jesus Christ! These things are just raining in now. And I finally found an upgrade for my sword worth getting. But alas, I couldn't afford it. With that one last gut punch thrown in, I unlocked the door to the final elevator and left the level on my way to the clock room where the second boss will be waiting. I also upgraded my fire grenade, which actually gave it a useful effect. I refilled my flask, which I have only just realized also heals you, and set off for boss number 2. And that boss is the Timekeeper. If the enemies of the area are anything to go off of, the Timekeeper is going to be lightning fast and hit like a truck. So I'll need to be on my A game every second of this fight. Did I just die? Oh, they died. Or phase 3? I don't know. I have no idea how hurt they were. Did I kill them? I wasn't looking at their health at all. I think I just mowed them down. Okay, cool. I looked through my loot and would you just change your weapon? And moved on to the next level, High Peak Castle. Based on the bits of lore I've gotten throughout the game, this feels a lot like the last area. The first batch of enemies seemed kind of brain dead, and that lulled me into a false sense of security. But my guard quickly went back up with this Guardian Knight. I don't want to fight you. No, you stay over there. I'll stay over here, and we'll be happy. It was a good thing I learned to use my equipment too, because I wasn't having any of this dude. Don't like that guy. In this level, there are elite enemies that you'll be locked into an arena with until you beat them. And you'll have to seek them out since they drop the only way to leave this level, keys of the castle. Why? I didn't even try and block that time. Or dodge. I'm taking dumb damage. I'm taking the damage an idiot does. Fucking hell, I'm taking bad damage. Now the spearmen start showing me their true abilities, which are to attack through walls and floors in any direction. And with the help of one of them, as well as the big dude and an archer from downtown, I got dealt the most vicious ass whooping so far. Oh, good lord, dude. This ain't it, brother. This is, it is Jover for me. I also found Doomfist, who I convinced to burn himself to death. I'm nervous, brother. I'm nervous. I am very fucking nervous. Now, observe some good old-fashioned irony. All I care about right now is healing. What? It was one of his bits. It was one of his bits and also Bob's. That sucks. Maybe if you cared about healing, you'd use the health potion you have. I changed into the knight outfit with the big ass forehead and kept things moving. It took a few tries to get a run that was as good as the last one, so let me just run you through the highlights. I found liposuction, which gives you bonus cells from kills for the next 45 seconds, and found this altar that dropped a weapon that I'm pretty sure is a reference to another game. Sorry, why am I large? What? Why do I double in size when I do that first swing? If I had to guess, it's Curse of the Dead Gods, since it gave me curse. Oh my god, I rolled and it just didn't work. Oh, Jesus. I also found a book that's just giving me more ideas for games to attempt to beat on my first try, and found an emerald key. This is part of a set of keys that I spent a lot of time trying to get. An emerald one for beating an elite enemy, a sapphire one for picking it over another pedestal item, and a ruby one for spending a huge chunk of change. Turns out, it unlocks an outfit and nothing else. Total waste of time. There are also mushroom people, I guess? They don't matter, but what does matter is these frying pan nunchucks. So keep those those in mind. I also took my first trip to the toxic sewers, and after getting my ass kicked by this elite enemy, picked up the teleportation rune. You know those electric stones I've been jerking off? They actually do something. There's a couple more movement runes like this, but we'll get to that later. I retried jumping into the ether like before, and this time, it actually worked. I got a nice blueprint for it, and shortly after I found my first legendary item. Oh, it's in the thing. Whoa. Legendaries are always colorless, have a bunch of effects, as well as one effect up top that's unique to the legendary variant. Wolf Trap is arguably the worst legendary for how I play right now, but hey, count your blessings, right? I unlocked the upgrade that gives me a random melee weapon at the start of each run, as well as its bow and shield counterparts later on, and the ability to recycle items on the ground for gold. I also went from full health to death from one pirate, which was pretty cool. He kicked my ass. The next time I went to the tailor to swap out of this fat head armor, his daughter was right there with him. Apparently, this is part of the most recent update, and she can swap our head. So I went with the expressive pink flamed one from the trailer. What the fuck? Who the hell are you? Using my newly acquired teleportation, I found a new area that'll take me to a new level. Just a rusty old key and a torn up letter. Dilapidated Arboretum key. It's very easy to read. Dilapidated Arboretum. Fuck off. Before checking that out though, I got yet another weapon from another game, the bone. I'm not gonna take the time to mention every reference item going forward, there's a lot of them, but the bone has a special place in my heart. Well, I gotta go to the Arboretum. Arboretum. What the fuck is it called? Why do I have so much? Arboretum, as in arbor. As in trees. Oh, I need the DLC. Why did you give me the... Okay. Yeah, so that place I won't dare try and pronounce isn't even accessible. It's DLC. The ossuary, which looks like a demon forge, is actually just where bones are kept. There's goo tanks, wannabe Bowsers, weird obelisks that shoot electricity around them. What's up with that? And yet another big ninja dude that can be very scary. But there's something really important here. Remember that gun sword combo I picked up from the Curse of the Dead Gods altar? Well, I just found the legendary version of it. Sorry. So the third attack uses the pistol to bump and inflict critical damage to nearby enemies. Only uses the last attack in the combo, so it will only fire the pistol? Oh no. This is an obscene weapon. If I win on this build, I almost don't want to count it. Almost, to be clear. Dead Cells, you have been awarded with a fucking gun. This is crazy. Oh shit. I was feeling absurdly powerful. So as I got to the end of the level, I got pretty confident. Okay, so that'll be the Black Bridge, so I'll get to know what happens when I beat the shit out of the concierge with this. I mean, I can effortlessly kill elites now. What's the concierge gonna be able to do? Dare I say, this might be the run, which, hey, things can go wrong, but it could be the run. I am gonna try and hitless concierge, but I don't feel super great about my odds. I try so hard, and I get so far, but it just doesn't matter. Oh my god, he killed me with that? Oh. Yeah, maybe don't get too full of yourself just because you got a fancy weapon. At this point, I started to get a little tilted. I knew it. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna happen. Fuck off, dude. Even if I killed that elite one deathless, it's still, or hitless. If I say deathless one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I started playing more recklessly, and even started just resetting runs when I had a bad start or didn't like my starting gear options. Restart, I don't care, whatever. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. Restart again, whatever, just count it, just add it to the counter, it's whatever. I died again. Also, this happened. Dude. That was a little unpleasant, I must say. Did not like that very much. I do not like those cannonball fuckers. My patience was starting to wear thin as my attempts reached double digits. Fuck off. Fuck off. I got mixed up there. Unfortunate. But hey, I gotta stay positive. I've got my old reliable balance blade and sinew slicer. Let's just keep trucking until we've got a run worth finishing. I went back to the ossuary because I missed something important last time. After nearly dying to the elite defending it, I got the ram rune, another artifact that'll give me even more traversal options. And after finding a colorless frost blast in a cursed chest, this is starting to look like one of those runs worth finishing. Okay, this makes me nervous because I do have to pretty much drop down entirely. Rather not. Got it. Perfect. Get fucked, idiot. Once I cleared the ossuary, I had my first opportunity to upgrade something to S quality, which I did without hesitation, even though I didn't see me using this very often, and moved on to the concierge, who I beat while only getting hit once. I only got hit once by him. That is what we call progress, baby. Given my pretty strong stuff, Stilt Village didn't pose much of a problem either. Minus one fuck up with the bomb bat, and this one. And of course, I had a bad time with the pirate. Alright, look, I did struggle a little, but I got a legendary firebrand, so can I really be upset? I've actually been neglecting firebrands up to now, but they're not too bad. Oh, double crossbow-matic 5. I wish you were useful. I love that item. It just sucks that it's not the right color. That sounds makes you pretty racist, huh? I wish I could like you. You're just the wrong color. I unwittingly used the village key to unlock the route to the Forgotten Sepulchre, not realizing that that would bar my entry to the clock tower. And the Sepulchre sucks. It's got some dark stank that'll deal damage if you stay in it for too long. Of course, you've got these lights to save you from the miasma, but they're not nearly this plentiful throughout the level. And taking environmental damage during a fight isn't all that great. I hate this. I hate this so much. This is so dumb. I don't even... It has a time limit. It has a finite amount of light. Are you kidding me? So this is gonna be one of those where I get out of here as soon as fucking possible. As soon as I see an exit, I'm like, hey, time to leave. And that's it. Despite how grossly bad I felt about this area, it did end up going pretty well, all things considered. That is, until it didn't. Learning how to deal with this place. I think I might actually prefer this place because it seems like they're going a little easier on the enemies. Because it's harder. Uh-oh. Oh. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? What was that? A very unpleasant way to lose an otherwise solid run. But there was always another run. And for my next run, I got something very special in the ramparts. Legendary frying pan nunchucks. And with its self-synergizing nature of inflicting burn and doing extra damage to burned enemies, as well as the firebrands I already had, what could be better? That's a hole. That's just a hole. Why would you do that? I mean, you would have to be a real idiot to re-roll its effects, losing the extra damage to burning targets. Profound stupidity aside, Stilt Village still went well, and I did learn how stupid of a decision that was and tried to fix it afterwards. Unfortunately, no dice. After that, I cleared the clock tower with only a little bit of trouble. Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Jesus Christ! What was that? Fuck! Oh my god! I'm just trying to climb up a ladder and you're doing all this crazy shit. At this point, I've switched gears from trying to get the fire buff back, and I'm now trying to get an item to make use of this frozen enemy buff. But I'm having just as much trouble. I went into the clock room to fight the timekeeper again, and he should really start trying sooner or later. I beat this one flawlessly. Damn, he's just not very good, is he? He's, or I guess he's just the antithesis of my kind of build, because I do struggle with... What just happened? Oh, I didn't get hit! Oh, hell yeah! Is that why I got this thing? Flawless temporal outfit. Oh, that's so cool! All of these things do extra damage to a frozen target. I'm gonna fucking scream, dude. If I can just get anything that freezes a target, my build is crazy. In fact, that firebrand thing, if I can just swap that for, Oh, because I got him hitless. So I got, oh yes! Freezes nearby enemies when the effect ends. Okay, so I have to wait 9 seconds, which is kind of like, okay. But it's an out. It's a way to freeze a target. So I'm taking it. 78% of my missing health is bonus health. So that's pretty good. It's almost all of whatever my missing health is. Increases duration by 100%. That's actually not good. So it lasts 18 seconds. So I'll have to wait 18 seconds until it freezes nearby enemies. Undoubtedly the worst way to freeze an enemy, but I finally have a way to make my panchucks do extra damage going into High Peak Castle. Will I ever be able to utilize it? God, no. I guess I'll heal, right? Wait. Oh, that was the freeze. See, it comes in handy about 10 seconds after I need it, but comes in handy nonetheless. But let's focus up here, all right? This is only my second time making it this far. I need to dial in and make it worth the wait. Oh my God, you're really tanky. You are really tanky. You are really tanky. You are really tanky. He just almost killed me on his own. He is absurdly tanky. Whew. What? Firebrands. Oh, an ice shield. Oh, that's so interesting. That's so interesting that you have that for me. Oh God, wait, what does it do? What does it do again? Parrying an attack freezes nearby enemies. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, I wonder what would have happened if I had that like a minute ago. I wonder what would have happened then. That was quite the hit, but I am not gonna stop here. My patience is at an all-time low, and I am blasting through the levels now. At least now I'm finally good enough at the game to where rushing isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, you're just gonna give me all of them now? Fuck off, man. I also finally asked the shopkeep about that shining thing in front of him and got a frying pan. Very similar to the panchucks from earlier. I got a big bone, expertly cleared the ramparts, unfortunately without the kill bonus, beat the concierge after only almost dying, swapped for the very useful ice grenade and firebrands, had an infuriating encounter in Stilt Village, upgraded my slicer and ice grenade, reset my mutations for combo, melee, and scheme, upgraded to a balance blade and clock tower, and finally upgraded that blade to get exactly what I need. Oh, I'm gonna do almost triple damage on frozen targets, and I have an ice grenade. Oh, yes. I got what I wanted all those years ago. See, just a few simple steps, and I'm already back at the timekeeper. And I beat him hitless again. That was like record time. My reward for hitless wasn't anything I was interested in, unfortunately, but that's okay because I'm back in the castle and I am winning this one. I found a frost blast, which I did decide to swap back out with the firebrands. It felt a little redundant, but having an extra way to freeze enemies seemed like a good idea for the sword. With all of this, even the big guy wasn't anything serious. Get rolled, idiot. Why is he freezing when I just attack him? What don't I know? Melee attacks slow down enemies for 1.6 seconds. If I do that enough times, do they freeze? They do. Oh no. This is terrible for you guys. This is... Oh no, I didn't realize how synergized this was. Oh! I wasn't even aware of your existence yet. We're doing well though, we're doing well. You know, not perfect. I've taken damage, 100%. Haven't we all? Oh, shop. Hello. Unlikely to find anything I need here. I think I'm pretty much stacked, unless the sinew slicer is better. See, here's the thing. It's obviously worse, but I feel like if I give it 1+, it'll catch up. Okay, well, I hit my hand against the bottom of my desk and I bought it. So I'm gonna hope I was right because I spent the money, so. Slows down, then violently crushes enemies caught in its zone. Freezes nearby enemies when the effect ends, so that'll still work for the sword. I guess I should get rid of the sinew slicer then, yeah? I do want to be exhaustive in my searches pretty much every time. Maybe that'll, you know, change. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Run away, run away. Not risking it. Use the rune? A challenge rift, you said. A challenge rift? I don't know about that now. I tested out the crusher, which one-shots the big guys, and did end up going in the challenge rift. Basically, if you open the chest, then you'll have to go through an obstacle course. Although, calling it an obstacle is generous. I never took any damage. That was a challenge room? Bro, yeah, that wasn't so hard, actually. Dude, give me platforming challenges all day. I got one castle key, then another, and before I knew it, I was standing at the throne room. And yet again, I don't know if it is, but this feels like final boss territory. Okay, boys, it's time for the throne room, which, if I'm to understand the vibe of this game, this is it. This is the final boss of the run. Because we've been seeing the king everywhere, and this is the throne room. Where the fuck else would the king be? I think this is the final boss of an actual run. Let's just go in with some confidence. What the fuck? What are you? The hand of the king? Oh, I can't. Ooh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I wasn't expecting ads at all. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Holy shit. Every hit, every upgrade, every item, every death, it was all leading up to that, and I only got him down to half health. I needed a break. This game was wearing me down. Oh, stop, 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 stop. I can't move. I can't move. So after I found out the Great Sword Lady is alive again, which was some sorely needed good news, I started going for the time bonus door as a nice change of pace, took a trip to the bank, which was interesting, and decided to go for the very last artifact, the spider rune, which will let me climb walls. To get it, you need to take the toxic sewers, then the ancient sewers, which can be accessed with the ram rune. Once you've committed to this new path, you'll also have to fight a new boss in the insufferable ruins, Conjunctivitis. He can be annoying, but nothing too serious. After that, you'll be in the Slumbering Sanctuary, which has invisible enemies, so be careful. Then, just find and fight the elite enemy like usual, and you've got the rune. Now we can climb walls for that last little bit of traversal. That was all I planned to do, but I'm not doing too bad, so let's see where this can go. I finished the Slumbering Sanctuary, which has a pretty cool phase 2 and bonus cells if you're thorough, and died from curse. Bummer. But we saw that coming. I mean, come on. All right, look, it's 3 a.m. I'm tired. I just want to beat this game. I've got one final run in me. I immediately found a challenge rift, giving me a nice leg up on this run, and almost got the kill bonus, if not for this elite shieldman. I then came across one final reference item. I know I said I wouldn't talk about these anymore, but this one is interesting. It's a deck of cards that you can draw from to change the effect of it. I opted for the effect where I poison enemies on hits and moved on. Soon after, I found a legendary balance blade that does 80% extra damage to poisoned enemies, which happens to be perfect for my card. As I add melee for my third mutation, I should mention the second one, Predator. Whenever I kill an enemy, I'll become invisible for 1 second. That might not seem significant, but that little bit of invisibility means that all the surrounding enemies will disengage, canceling whatever attacks they were winding up. It's the perfect mutation for an onslaught. It's so good that for the first time ever, I got the kill bonus in Stilt Village. Moving into the clock tower, I can tell something is missing. Don't get me wrong, my build is great, but it feels like it's missing one final piece. I bought these twin daggers, which do pair nicely with my ability to slow down enemies, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. I even let go of my precious slicer for a fire grenade with a poison bonus too. The timekeeper wasn't a fan of this build, no surprise there, and I got flawless run number 3, which put me in a pretty funny situation. I dropped the freeze daggers for a pan since the crits seem more reliable and my build isn't about freezing. And what else could my legendary item be but a fucking ice grenade? I still took it, but come on now. 2 legendaries is great, but it still isn't what I'm looking for. Then, after a couple minutes mowing down the king's army, it happened. A laser glaive that bounces between enemies and starts critting after 2 bounces. The perfect weapon for the enemies that spawned during the Hand of the King. This is it. I got one more achievement to celebrate, and definitely not on accident. Reforged the glaive to do even more damage on frozen enemies, and now that I have 2 ice weapons, put away the balance blade and change the card to have orbiting electricity balls instead of deal poison. No more prep, no more stalling, now or never. Actually got the heal up. I fucking killed him. Woo! You're dead. You're dead. You're so dead. Oh my god, look at you lying on the ground like that, you dead bitch. It was finally over. I killed the king, got my achievement, and can live my life as a little blob. This was so much fun that I actively had to stop myself from starting up another run after this, even after so many deaths trying to win. So if you want more Dead Cells, please do let me know down below and subscribe to be notified when new videos drop.